Hey ladies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Morgan Tracy J, coming today with another Women's Wednesday. And today's video is all about how to stop doubting your call, okay? Before we get into this video though, boom, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube family and you check me out over at my blog at hisdaughterscloset.com. Okay, ladies, so this is a question I recently got, and I definitely understand this and I know where you're at because I have been there too. But what do you do in the beginning when you have this idea of a ministry or a business or whatever it is God's calling you to do of a boutique and you keep doubting that it's even God? See, this kind of ties us back to our last video because you have to trust the land that you're in. And honestly, in the beginning, I did doubt it. I doubted it a lot because I was thinking it was supposed to look a certain way. So for example, when my ministry wasn't forming the way I thought it was supposed to look, I began to doubt that the idea or the vision was even from God. I want to encourage you, Monty's in the video, to be kind to yourself and go on this journey with yourself. This right here is something that you really want to try to do and to overcome. He's looking for something. He's always looking for something like it's on my desk. Nothing is ever on my desk for him. Here you go. There you go. So when it comes to doubting your call, boo, the first thing I have to tell you is you've got to first be willing to be easy on yourself. We are human, and when God gives us this big, massive idea, or even just a small idea, it takes a lot of faith and a lot of resilience to see that thing through, okay? So that's the first thing is you've got to be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself, and understand this is a process. The next thing, boo, if you're doubting it, it's time to start taking action towards it. So how you really beat fear and doubt is with massive action. I have heard that from Tony Robbins before. I think I heard him say that, and I didn't get it. I was just like, okay, whatever. But I've always noticed that when I have been really afraid of something and I began to pray and seek God on it, he would say, just try it. Just try it a little bit and we'll see what happens. Give it 2 months, give it 3 months. So for example, my membership, I have a monthly membership where I help ladies. And when I first launched that, it wasn't working. And God told me, give it 6 months. And within 6 months, it was kind of working. So God said, give it at least 1 year. 1 year, just work on it for a year. And then we'll come back. And I want to tell you, we're on year 2 now. And I'm so grateful I stuck that thing out because it has blessed so many women. And so many women launched their own ministries. But it was also too just being willing to take the action and stick with it. And so I will say, if God gives you an idea, let's say to start an online boutique, let's say he's like putting this on your heart. His Daughter's Closet is my ministry, but in the beginning, that's really what it was. It was supposed to be like an online boutique or blog that turned into this ministry. So I didn't really understand it, but I just knew this is what I was called to do, and this is kind of what it was looking like at the time. And so what I started to do is I started uploading fashion content. And with uploading fashion content, I felt the shift of the Holy Spirit to start uploading more faith-based content. Now, I will say that that shifted me, but I started out with just fashion-based content. It was still faith-based because His Daughter's Closet, but it still was mostly fashion. And so I will say, don't be afraid to just try it because if God needs to shift you, He will. And you have to trust that journey. And I will say that if you have fear and you're doubting your call, take action. So for example, if you feel like God is calling you to do something and you're like, but what action do I take? Start with the first thing. Make up your mind that you're going to research it. Make up your mind you're going to learn about it. Make up your mind that you're going to sit down for 5 minutes and look at how somebody else runs theirs, get more in-depth understanding, and then go and do the same for yourself and figure out how you can make it your very own and make it unique to yourself. So that is something real big on doubting your call. And one thing about it, ladies, is many of us do this and don't think when you get to a certain place, you're going to quit doubting it. Monty hears me in here all the time, doubting my call, doubting, did God, did you even tell me to create that free resource? Like I will be sitting here working on something and I will begin to doubt it. But one thing I have to remind myself is that Morgan, get it done. Once you get it done and you put it out there, if it's not God, He's going to let you know it. He always does. So just get it done. And I think that is so massive for so many people. You've got to be willing, boo, to just get it done. I don't know how many times I'm sitting working on something and I began to doubt it while I'm working on it. Or right when I'm about to launch a new product, I doubt that I should even do this, right? But that is the whole purpose of the enemy. He wants to stop you. He wants to stop your potential. And so what you want to do is you want to still take that action. There's been so many things I've launched that have failed. But then there have been some things that I have launched, you guys, that has taken the ministry, that has taken it to another level, that has impacted thousands of more women than if I would have never launched that thing. And I want to tell you, it's not about the numbers. It's not about, did you do it perfect? Is the lighting right? Oh, is the quality perfect? It's not about is all this great stuff. It's about the content. See, years ago, I was not having lights, camera, computer, nothing. It was all about the content God was putting on my heart to record. I would do thrifting videos, hauls, modesty fashion lookbooks, sit down talks. I would do whatever it was because it wasn't about like the quality and the lights. It was about the quality of the content. That's what you want to focus on. The quality of the content. Because if your content is good, boo, people will continue to come back and people will continue to gravitate towards your content if it's for them. So boo, it's okay to doubt it. It's just not okay to allow that doubt to stop you from going for the thing that God has told you to go for. So it's okay that I sit here and I have all these ideas and I begin to doubt some of these things, or I begin to doubt the possibilities. Can we raise that money? Can we do that thing again? Can we donate $1,000 to this need? It's okay to doubt it, but it's not okay to allow it to stop you, okay? So I want to encourage you that as you move forward into your purpose and stuff like this, it's so natural to doubt your calling. It's so natural to say, is this even going to work? And that is how you know it's bigger than you and it is a God-given purpose and a vision. Because if you could do it on your own, you would not doubt it. If it was to walk to the post office and grab your mail, you won't doubt it because you've been doing that before. You've done it on your own, right? But when it comes to doing something that God has called you to do, boo, it's different. You can't do it on your own. You don't have all the ideas and you don't have all the resources. So you have to pull on heaven's resources to make this thing happen. So that is you walking in faith and trusting God along that journey. And so my goal with this video is that hopefully by the end of this video, you feel so empowered that it's okay that you doubt it. It's just not okay to allow the doubt to stop you. So I have been doubting my purpose, and my mom has even seen me go through this, where I would be doubting if what I was doing was right. I would be doubting it. And she would be still encouraging me. But you know what? I still had to get up every day and make content. I still had to make sure, even when I was working the 9 to 5, to make sure I took time on the weekends to edit a video so you guys could get it. I had to still do that. So even though people around me could encourage me all day, I needed to be willing to take it up with action. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Before you leave out of this video, I want you to grab a piece of pen, a paper, and I want you to write down one thing that you can do to take massive action towards your dream. This massive action could literally be sit down for 15 minutes and write out all my ideas. That could be massive action. Then the next day could be sit down the next day and plan out the times I can do these ideas, on what days and what hours. If it's a Saturday night, do that. Third thing is make the idea reality. Make it happen. You see what I'm saying? That's how you beat doubt, with massive action. That is how you overcome fear. So I said a lot, but the biggest thing is, boo, don't let you doubting your call be the thing that stops you. And don't say, oh, because I'm doubting it, it can't be right. No, boo, the reason you doubt it is because it's so much bigger than you, and it's going to take faith that you might not necessarily have right now, but don't worry, God will get you there. It says in the word, only a mustard seed of faith can move a mountain. So whatever that mountain is of doubt, you can move that with faith, saying, no, I'm going to take action and I'm going to do this. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to learn more about this because this thing is going to grow. This thing is going to soar. And even if it's not this that soars, God is going to soar something else. He'll shift it in the right way. So I hope this encouraged you, boo. If you are interested in starting your very own ministry, all you got to do is click the link in the description box below. I have so many free resources that's all geared to helping you, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this with me, boo, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye. I began to slowly learn though, and so that's what I want to encourage you is to be. I want to encourage you, Monty.